Hey, folks, welcome to InTheMoneyStocks.com's live trading action video. My name is Gareth Soloway, Chief Market Strategist here. Today's date is Tuesday, November 20th, 2018. Well, folks, I'm looking at Nvidia today because it's the first kind of sign that the market may be trying to put in some sort of bottom here. Early in the day in the S&P, we saw a pretty nasty flush and opened sharply lower, but markets have recovered off those lows. The question is, can they hold them? That's something we're going to be watching very, very closely here. But in the very least, the semiconductors, which arguably led the market, they put in a market top, and the market topped right afterwards, and then they've been kind of leading the market down. You can see the first signs of a potential bottom with Nvidia trading higher on the day now, even with the markets sharply, sharply lower. All right, here you can see the market on Nvidia, or the chart on Nvidia, opened lower at around 133 and change. It's now $16 above that level and green on the day. Now, by no means do I think this is a long-term bottom. What I think it is most likely a market that's trying to find a bottom into the G20 next week. So you have the G20 where President Trump is going to meet the president of China and try to work out a trade deal to get away from these tariffs. And that, in my opinion, is one thing that the market is going to hope for. All right, so we'll watch to see where this closes today. You want to see Nvidia close at least flat to higher. If that happens, then I think that's a good sign. I also think it's interesting that some of these other stocks out there, like CLAC, another semiconductor stock, same thing, up 2.7% today. WDC trading just slightly higher, but off of its lows. And notice how these stocks, look at this, here's your pivot low days, really 3 weeks ago, and you didn't make a new low today. All right, if you look at AMD, all right, AMD, look at this, right to the 200, but didn't make a new low and reversing now green on the day. So these signals in the semiconductor area could be telling us that valuation is starting to come into line. And for me, it's just more reason to accumulate. I bought some more Apple today down here. I mean, this is, to me, these are on sale levels for at least a technical bounce. Now, I'm not saying if you're going to hold them for 6 months to a year, you're going to do well. All I'm saying is in the very short term, I do believe that this is a good spot to do it in, a good spot to play ball. All right, so a couple of the stocks that I'm keeping an eye on here, folks. We have to look at Amazon, which has also had a mega reversal. Now, this stock did make a lower low here on the daily chart, but look at the reversal still. A potential bottom. Stock is now green on the day. And please understand, I mean, if you look at the spiders, look at the spiders here. This is the daily spiders chart with all my day trading lines on, but look at the spiders. I mean, spiders are off the lows, but still down 1.4%. So to be able to see Amazon positive, the semiconductors fighting here, even Google, Facebook marching to the positive side. Take a look at Facebook here today, folks. Flat on the day. It was opening sharply lower, and this is the intraday, by the way, we're looking at now. The intraday opened sharply lower, rallied all the way up. It has come back in a little bit, but really flat on the day overall. And for a stock that's had so much negativity to it, in my opinion, that's a good sign. That's a positive sign for the stock. So Apple, you might have a possible bottom if we go to the daily chart on Facebook here. In the short term, you could have a possible bottom there on Facebook. So I'm keeping a close eye on things here, folks, but I do think that, again, we're borderline potentially putting in a little short-term low, which would be a rally into early December, or a float up into early December. And then once we get through that meeting, if nothing happens at the G20 a few days later, then I do think the markets could start to really come in again and make new lows. But at least in the near term, there's opportunity here, swing trading opportunities, and the semiconductors, in my opinion, are telling us that. Have a great one, guys. Come join us at InTheMoneyStocks.com. Making money hand over fist. Come join us. Take care.